All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna spectate jungler's point of view from SilkyJackel. They're gonna just give basic feedback and advice when it comes to actually coaching him. This is gonna be like play by play. It's gonna be a lot easier for him to follow instead of me ranting. Just gonna be able to it'd be a lot easier for him to understand his mistakes as it happens. So his start is pretty okay. I mean, it's pretty standard. The only thing that could be potentially questionable is the multi-pot. Hunbatsu is pretty mana hungry early on. Um, he doesn't look to fight very often early game pre-level 5. So if he has that multi-pot, generally like it goes to waste and you're potentially going to need a lot more mana. And it definitely cripples your fighting potential. So I'd like to see hopefully maybe future, maybe instead of like a multi, just another potion. Just kind of counterbalance that mana hunger Hunbots. And then still off the basic principle that he doesn't fight pre-level 5. So he's not going to need the HP. He's not looking to fight. He's looking to farm. Um, the auto attacks early are good, except he kind of likes I don't like if you build up an attack chain and you use your big swing like right when the minions spawn, like you can get DPS off like huge DPS off like pretty instantly. Um, but he missed the auto attack like before they spawn, so he's wasting time. Uh, he's doing good bouncing minions. Small one, big one, small one, big one. There you go. Took a lot of damage there. Morgan skipped red. He skipped left camps. That's great. He can clear. He can clear. Clear mid. Look to pressure out there, red. Morgan went right camps instead. Shankui went to red. They have no jungler right now. He's low though. So right here, so what you could have done, we'll pause it real fast. We'll kind of look at the map. So if you would have looked, right, you would have had so like I said to you before, right? So like pre-level 2, like um dual lane doesn't go for purple, right? So your purple their purple's still down. Well, your purple is probably getting taken by the enemy dual lane right now. And their purple is still up, right? So the thing you notice, right? Jean-Qui went to red after getting that solo kill on Mercury, and you guys didn't pressure red. That's fine. Like Morgan couldn't have fought with you. You don't want to fight. We'll kind of like forego that early statement. So if Jean-Qui was here at red, he's going to have a whole wave of minions coming to mid tower, right? And this is just process of elimination. So naturally, Jean-Qui is going to want to go here. He's going to want to go to his mid tower. Mercury just died. He's going to be wanting to come from here, and he's wanting to path into his back jungle, like right here onto his back camps, right? Because his speed's already down, his back camps are down. This back camp's going to be up by now, and his blues are going to be up, right? Well, his blue's going to be down as well. So you can infer Mercury's going to be here. You guys are doing red. Here they are, and they're going to be doing purple buff. So the thing is, here's your option right now. So you could look to pressure out and invade their purple, or since their purple buff's up, you could look to go to their purple buff and look to farm that and take that. But the thing is, it's kind of risky though. If the Mercury is going to be here on the back camps, like you can look to pressure him out again, because considering he's level 2, you could probably hit level 3 if you even kill 2 minions. Or 1 minion from the purple buff, and then look to fight from there, and then potentially push out Mercury, and then open up an opening to take his speed buff, and if not, back camp again. That's just something to keep in mind. So they lost purple. You got to be pretty decisive on where you're going next. Always have a plan. Like you don't want to gamble on where you want to go next. What I would have done here instead, I would have went to mid wave. instead of back camps. Mid wave's a lot more important. Morgan would have went and could have done back camps on the way to mid lane while you got that free XP. This is a fucked up gank, I believe. Yeah, you died. So we'll kind of play that back again on what I would have done differently. I heavily dislike opening up with Blink overhand smash. It's just pretty telegraphed. The realistically, the Medusa could have just like stunned you out of that by dashing at you. You're taking a lot of heat from the ADC. You got to keep in mind that there are minions here. You're focusing out the Bacchus. You got to also remember that your ADC and then your support was also on them, so you could have looked to zone out the Medusa instead while they dealt with Bacchus because his flop was down. And then you committed here and died. It was a 1-for-1 trade, but they traded up, which is a bad deal. They killed you for them killing the support. You should have just let it go after that. Don't lead with overhand smash. It's just blink and then auto attack. You don't once the stun's down, once you know the stun's down and they can't stun your overhand smash out or flop your overhand smash or whatever it is, like then use it. It's good confirmed damage. It's not good opening damage. Even then, like that the gank there was kind of risky because if you go back and you watch that again, ganking here, your speed's coming up, literally like 3 seconds from now. Okay, you're dead. Speed's up. Okay, enemy jungler is going to be here. The second that I see you're in dual lane and I'm on my speed buff, I'm zip lining to yours because you're dead. Like there's no way like you're going to be able to get to it in time. I'm gonna steal your speed, steal your back camps, and then I'm just gonna go fuck off into my jungle. Right? That's what I do. Like, not even the second you die, the second you appear in that dual lane, and I know your speed buff's coming up. Like it's so risky ganking dual lane like that close to your speed respawn because you're 99% of the time, if you do that with a more experienced jungler, you're going to lose that buff. You're wasting so much time. Like you still have that multi-pot. Look at that. You still have the multi-pot. Like use your abilities, like you're wasting time. Like there's no reason not to use abilities to clear camps. You're wasting time. You don't have to use your abilities just in the big ones. Like the small ones are fine too. Like the faster you farm, the more efficient that you can get to places, get somewhere. Get to those mid camps that are up, get to those right mids, get to those oracles. Like that's 5 seconds faster that you could get towards dual lane right now. Like anything. Like you can do anything with that time. Overhand smash. I mean like you don't even have to waste two abilities there. And then like don't even initiate with your ult. Like that's like this is like that's bad news. Like that's hella bad news. Like when you come in the lane, like here's what we'll do. When you come in the lane, you got to think, what are their options to get away from me, right? So you got two things. Bacchus can jump, Medusa can dash. Medusa has only enough mana to dash. She can't even use abilities, and she's already low, like to where she can't even do it. So like even attack you. So she's gonna have to dash from you like some way, shape, or form. So you just like literally blink at her and just auto her, right? She has to dash. When she dashes after you blink on her, because it's going to happen, she has to get away somehow. That's when you ult her. Or even then, you just blink on her, auto attack her. When she dashes, you jump on her. That jump applies a slow. That Bacchus comes and he's going to naturally want to peel. That's what the supports do. He'll jump back. He'll try and peel for you, and then as he's burping on you, or as he's or whatever it may be, that's when you ult. Shake him off of you, kill the Medusa. The Bacchus is already ulted, and then you kill him from there, right? Be more decisive. You shouldn't even win around in that circle. You shouldn't win around there. Just go straight to purple buff. You pressure them out. Good rule of thumb. You pressure them out. Go into their jungle. You pressure that dual lane. Go check their purple buff right away. Don't waste time by going around. Go look for the red buff. Do something. You have the pressure. See, look at that again. If that Mercury wasn't on in dual lane right now, and he would have got that first speed buff that I told you about, because you died in dual lane, he could have had that. He could have had that speed buff again, because he had the timer. He would have had it again. You would have lost speed buff for the second time. Thankfully, Morgan's kind of doing work and stealing his speed buff, and farming the Mercury, but a more experienced jungler, uh, mid jungle combo like that probably won't happen. Honestly, wouldn't even waste time with Tyr here. He's full HP. You don't even have ulti up. Like, he's going to be stacking Fizz defense because there's a Vamana. Like, the fact that Mercury showed up here is kind of like mind-boggling. He misses 3. Like, I don't, like, he shouldn't even have been here. He should be farming. Like, that Tyr's not going to die. He should have recognized that Tyr's not going to die. He has ulti. Like, you're wasting so much time here, but you got to think. Tyr has 2 mobilities. He has an ultimate, and he has physical defense, probably from what he's building. You're not going to kill a Tyr. I never gank solo lane. Like, warriors, like, unless you're a mage and that, like, they're building fizz defense, then that's when you're going to be able to do something. You're neglecting mid camps. I'm watching the map a lot. You're neglecting mid camps. Like, in competitive play, mid camps are a huge deal. Usually you'll see fights not even stem in mid lane. They stem around the concept of mid camp, a lot of the times in those chokes where your wards are, where these wards are. Clear the mid wave. Don't even go, like, go straight to, what are you doing? Like, red buffs up. Oh man,
You're open
there's
all
an ad.
day, every day.
That's what
Just
24/7
comment on the
means.
ad.
Kind of like how you get 24/7
It's a great
access to
Geico
licensed
commercial.
agents with Geico. Now, what will it take to
No
get
Amazon
24/7
Prime,
access
Marcus.
to that pie?
Pie's coming. Geico.
Like, you have Morgan. Yeah, you also have the Morgan with you. You're level 5, level 7. Like, use your power advantage. Like, you're going to go check red buff now. I think it's going to be up, right? But that wouldn't be up in competitive play. That would have been down. These buffs get down on cooldown. Like, that's still, again, speculated wasted time, right? So if this was competitive play and you saw the red was up and then you didn't go to it right away and look to fight for that red buff, you going to check that in competitive play and it being down is wasted farm, and you lost speed buff again because you weren't there on time, right? That would have been your third speed loss, most likely. Again, we're ganking a Tyr. Like, look at Tyr's health bar. Look at all that health he has. Oh, he just fucked up. Why would you do that, Tyr? Like, come on. Look at that. He has Glad Shield, right? He's just gonna heal through it all. He didn't even ult yet. Okay, that's a Merc ult. Okay. Could have done that sooner for the Tyrs. Instead of wasting so much time. It's like, okay, so it's like, okay, so if you win a gang solo lane, what could you have done to been more beneficial to the map? Um, Left mids are up. you got to really focus on getting those left mids a little bit better. Their back camps you could have gone invaded here. Dual lane could have been ganked. Red buff could have been taken eventually. Oracles are literally not even touched. Like your mid laner and you are not even touching oracles. Like center part of the map, you don't exist. You just don't seem to exist. So I think you need to have more presence there. And what comes with that is if you're in mid a lot more, being in mid a lot more means you're here a lot more. And if you're at mid here a lot more, and then you're on this a lot more, you're gonna have a lot bigger map presence because then you can rotate freely here, rotate there, just naturally. You're being followed right now, I think. No, you're not being followed. Dual lane's getting pressured out. So okay. So if we're looking at the map, right? Vamana's winning lane. Morgan's hella winning. Like mid jungle's hella winning right now. The only thing stopping you from making this a decisive victory is dual lane, right? So if this is a casual game, which it is, you know they're probably going to be bashing the F6 button, and then the dual lane's the only thing keeping them in. Like if you think like that, it's like what's keeping them in this game that can keep them from us from like completely locking them down and winning? It's dual lane, right? Um, hella bad play from mid. Just no reason to be up there. Good vision though. And you're applying presence in that dual lane and shutting them out, then you're just naturally going to win the game a lot harder than if you continue to apply pressure mid jungle. Stop leading with overhand smash so much, you know? Gold Fury is definitely a call. You got dual lane already down. Dual lane's dead, actually. Should be going for Gold Fury. I don't know. I think I'm gonna cut it off here. I like to evaluate the first 10 minutes of the game at least, or the first 12 minutes, because that's the most important. It sets the pace of the game a lot better. Well, the most like if you have a shitty early game, like pre 10 minutes, like you're probably gonna have a shitty game till 25. So this is pretty okay, but you got to recognize that there are things that need to be worked on, which is being on your speed on time, applying pressure and presence in mid lane, as well as applying pressure and presence on the mid camps. Stop touching solo lane if there's like a warrior that can literally kite around you like for 12 hours. Like the fact that that tier died that one time is just because the tier's dumb. And the fact that the Mercury came in and died is because the Mercury's dumb. Like if you had smarter players to go against, that wouldn't have happened and you're literally wasting time. Like a jungle being in solo at 7 minutes in the game, 5 to 7 minutes in the game, very risky because then they can be looking to apply pressure on this side of the map and you won't be there. Like pre 10 minutes, your main primary focus is going to be here, right? If they're playing like a hyper carry, like sort of something that's punishable and solo lane, like maybe you have a little bit of uh, ganking solo lane potential after you do blue buff. But other than that, you're not really touching solo. Solo for a reason, you know. So especially Sun Bots early game, he just doesn't do a lot of damage. He's a good CC'er with his ultimate, but he doesn't do a lot of damage. So you're not really going to kill a lot of things early game, and solo anyway. So it's generally 99% of the time it's going to be a waste of time. Okay, so to recap again, focus on getting to speed on time, focus on doing mid waves, applying presence in mid camps, looking to get the oracles, and then identifying what lanes need to be helped the most, and going there, ganking the lanes, getting pressure there, and then looking to invade jungle from there. Okay? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Shouldn't have anything else to talk about. I do want to go over some more games in the future. First 10 minutes is going to be the most that you're going to learn. The other 10 to 15 minutes is going to be actual team play. But when it comes to actual like you performance, like that's what you're going to learn the most from is from the first 10 minutes of the game. So